Welcome to Heartland Family Adventures. Today we welcome you to join our family for dinner at the Carthay Circle Restaurant for a signature dining experience at Disney's California Adventure Park. Carthay Circle is open for dinner and dining reservations here are highly recommended. The restaurant is located at the end of Buena Vista Street, and you can't miss the gorgeous building that was designed as a replica of the iconic Carthay Circle Theater in Los Angeles. The original theater was built in 1926 and was one of the iconic movie destinations with an amazing history. Walt Disney's first feature-length animated film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, premiered there in 1937, and you'll find pictures of Walt and other amazing art and movie props and scenes as you walk around the restaurant. First floor includes the hostess stand and check-in desk, as well as the Carthay Lounge with al fresco dining, where guests can enjoy signature cocktails and flavorful dishes in the casual indoor seating or an expanded outdoor seating with views of Buena Vista Street.
Alright, you guys, here are the restrooms. Make sure you face cover and stay on when you're using them. Alright, my two favorite pictures of the restaurant, okay? So this is the actual theater. That was the night of the premiere. And here is Walt Disney and none other than Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple is actually the youngest presenter of all time. As you can see, here is an Oscar right here. And if you count the little ones right here, the Seven Dwarfs represents all the Seven Dwarfs. Or I'm sorry, represents the Seven Dwarfs. You guys ready? Yeah. Alright. Alright, follow me again.
The Carthay Circle Restaurant occupies the second floor of the building, known for its elegant Art Deco designs that transport guests to the golden age of Hollywood, with old-fashioned cocktails and an amazing menu with fresh and locally sourced ingredients from Southern California. Starters on the menu include the popular warm cheddar Parker House rolls, as well as a chicken arepa, warm pear salad, citrus shrimp parfait, artichoke parmesan fritters, or the autumn squash soup.
So we're starting off our meal. This is the bread service you can get for the table. These are warm cheddar Parker House rolls, and they come with this little pine nut romesco sauce for dipping. So that looks really good. These are very warm, so you can just kind of peel them apart and share them for our table. Really good. The smell is really, really good.
Henry's diving right in.
This one for you, Missy girl.
Oh, Henry approved. Yeah, we thought this would be something good for the kids too.
Warm, fluffy rolls. Try some of this sauce. So this is their romesco sauce. It's that little pine nuts kind of drizzle on top. It's got some heat. That's got some heat to it. Heat in the back. I think it's a chili powder.
Yeah.
You could definitely get the heat in the back of your mouth. Like,
So probably don't give that to the kids.
Yeah, probably don't share that with the kiddos. That's pretty spicy. But the rolls are delicious. Nice and warm. Nice flaky rolls. Really good flavor. You see this cheddar baked into the crust. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Super good rolls. Yeah, just probably don't share the dip with the kiddos.
I think you need to get some more of that dip on there, Dave.
No, you just described it as fire sauce, so no, I'm good.
I think it's the chili. It's just spicy. I wasn't expecting that kind of heat from that. from that.
Oh, yeah. Delayed.
Yep, you gotta wait for it.
It's got good flavor, though.
No, it really does.
Yeah, it's a little on the spicy side.
Yeah. I would prefer just a nice pat of butter with some.
If you like heat,
some salt.
go for it. But
yeah. Just enjoy the rolls otherwise.
the rolls are quick by themselves.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is the autumn squash soup. This looks really good. This smells amazing. This has a smoked chicken, wild rice, pomegranate seeds, and sage. And you can kind of see the sage floating on top. So it smells fantastic. And it's got the little chunks of squash in here. Oh my goodness. That's got a lot of flavors going on in there. Definitely get the sage. You get the roasted chicken. You get like a little. I like the pomegranates in there. You get like a little burst of pomegranate. That is awesome. Yeah. No, I love the wild rice in there. Is nice. Kind of gives it some chewiness. Yeah, the sage. It's delicious. It's got a lot of flavors going on in the soup. It's wonderful. Nice. Very fall. Makes you think of like fall and cold days. And snuggle up with a nice bowl of soup. With the pomegranate, that's a nice touch because it really gives it that little burst and pop of tartness that you don't expect. That's really nice. I really like that a lot. And I saved a little piece of the roll to dip, and I thought that might be really nice with the bread rolls to dip in the soup. Oh, it's excellent. Yeah, the roasted cheddar on there with dipped in the soup. That's fantastic. Save a roll if you get the soup and make sure you dip it. Good.
We have some nice kid-friendly options on the menu as well, including orecchiette pasta with marinara, orange dragon chicken skewers, or a classic cheese quesadilla, served with seasonal fruit and choice of drink.
Okay, and the kids are going to share the quesadilla. What do you think, Emma? It's pretty simple, just quesadilla with cheese. Good for the kids.
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Out of a 0 to 5, I'd probably give it 4.5. So almost 5.
Okay, still pretty good.
Something that Carthay Circle is known for is their signature cocktails. Some are prepared the old-fashioned way, but they also have some really neat preparations for an innovative twist on an old classics. They also serve bottled beer and the Disney family of wines at this location.
This is the Carthay Mai Tai. So they're known for their signature cocktails here. So this one has a Surfrider rum, Luxardo maraschino and orgeat syrups. A couple have a cherry and an almond syrup, pineapple and fresh citrus juices topped with Meyer's original dark rum, garnished with an orange and a Luxardo cherry. So it smells amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like the original, very old,
The original,
old-time
like
Mai
original
Tai.
classic recipe of a Mai Tai. Yeah. Very strong. It's a potent drink. It's a good cocktail. Oh, that's excellent. That is really, really, really nice. Great, Dave.
Okay, I got the Carthay Old Fashioned.
Yeah, he couldn't resist. He likes to get
Yeah, I
old-fashioned.
like old-fashioned.
I gotta get a close-up of that sphere in there. They do the ice spheres here, and it's so crystal clear. It's beautiful. Oh, that's awesome.
Woodford Reserve Bourbon, orange bitters and regular bitters, and maraschino cherry, and served with the ice sphere. It's pretty simple,
Yeah, pretty simple.
but that's what I like.
Yep, simple but good ingredients.
Yeah, but anywhere that has a good bar,
Yeah.
I like to get an old fashioned because it's one of those things that, if you have an experienced bartender, it makes all the difference.
No, they make
That's
really
delicious.
make really good old-fashioned cocktails here.
dangerous because it's a strong drink that I could, you know,
But it's delicious.
it's really smooth and easy to drink.
Yeah. It's just one you just sip and enjoy. Yeah.
It's delicious.
That's wonderful.
Entrees include the signature pork chop, the pumpkin tagliatelle pasta, lemon chili glazed shrimp, grilled New York strip, Mary's chicken salad, lubina rallada y baja a la parrilla, or the grilled cold water salmon.
So I got the fish of the day. So today's fish was the red snapper. So kind of have a Hawaiian preparation, which really kind of drew me in. So this is the red snapper seared with a mango salad, and then it has Hawaiian black beans down here on the bottom. You can see on the base, and then an avocado coconut broth. That's kind of this green part down on the bottom. It looks amazing, smells amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to try it.
And chicken.
See if I can get a little good bite with the beans and the puree and a little bit of that slaw. Fish is nice and light and flaky and tender. I don't get a lot of the flavor of the fish though. It's kind of a little bit overpowered by the beans. I'm gonna try the fish by itself. Yeah, it's nice. It's a really light fish. It doesn't carry a whole lot of flavors. So maybe that's why they've tried to accompany it with a few different things. Try this beans and this kind of avocado coconut broth here at the bottom. It's nice. I like the avocado coconut broth. I don't get a lot of coconut, but I definitely get the avocado. Kind of the creaminess comes through. And then the beans kind of give it an additional creaminess. I'm glad that I got the soup to go with this because it is a very, very light dish. So not a very large portion, but it is very elegantly served. So I'm gonna dig in and kind of we'll give you guys a recap of what we think when we're done. All right, Dave got the pork chop.
Pork chop, and it comes with a
Yeah, that's a really nice sized portion too. Look at that. That's a large pork chop.
blackberry orange vinaigrette.
With some fresh blackberries too.
It comes on green beans. Said everything they do here is locally sourced.
Yeah, farm to table.
Vinaigrette on it.
Not a whole lot of sauce, it looks like, but hopefully it's kind of soaked in.
Vinaigrette's it's good. Lightly citrus.
Do you get how is the pork chop?
Pork chop itself I would not describe as medium.
Oh, let me see.
It's fully cooked. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think the outside got maybe a little too done. It was a little tougher and a little drier, maybe.
Yeah.
Once it got into the center, it was juicier.
Once you got to the center, it's nice and juicy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Maybe had a little bit too.
I think-
it has a pretty thick sear on it, and it's that's a thick pork chop.
it's kind of tough.
So they do have to cook it probably quite a while just to get it done in the inside.
Yeah,
Look at that; it's a pretty tough cut.
it's
Yeah,
kind of tough to cut.
but it is a large pork chop.
Yeah. So all in all, maybe I like it a little less thick.
Yeah. How is the flavor?
The flavor's good. It's just
Yeah.
a little on the dry side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to be honest with you guys with our reviews of everything. So, how about the green beans and the sauce? What do
I'll
you
try
think?
one more bite.
Yeah.
A little on the dry side.
Okay. So that's good to know. Yeah, and it's a very thick pork chop. So, how are the green beans and the sauce?
The green beans are very good. Fresh.
Yeah.
Kind of snap to it.
Yeah, wonderful.
So those are as they should be.
Good, good.
I'll keep trying this pork chop and see.
Okay. Yeah, and again, we'll give you guys a recap of kind of how our meal goes as we get through it, and then we'll let you guys know how it is at the end.
And like you said, I think it could use a little more sauce too.
Yeah.
No, I help.
Okay. All right.
If you're able to save some room for dessert, they have a few options on the menu, including the Harvest Apple Streusel with vanilla ice cream, the Holiday Pumpkin Cheesecake with creme anglaise during the holidays, or the Dulce de Leche Pumpkin Cheesecake with mini churro bites. They also have the Hazelnut Crunch Mickey Pop on the kids menu. They also have a large assortment of after-dinner drinks and dessert wines, including brandy, port, and vintage coffee drinks.
All right, Dave. Dave got the B52.
So I got an
It's like an Irish coffee.
Irish coffee.
He can't resist. He always has to get these when they have them on the menu when we go places.
Irish coffee. So this one has Grand Marnier, Kahlua, and Bailey's with the coffee and whipped cream on top, obviously.
Whipped cream, and it looks like we got some like candied orange peel or something going on. Yeah.
So it's very similar to the one we had in Epcot.
Right at the Rose and Crown, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. We put Grand Marnier in, and I really enjoyed that.
You really liked that like orange liqueur in there, yeah. Good.
Delicious.
Yeah, if you've never tried an Irish coffee, definitely recommend giving it a try.
So
if you enjoy coffee, enjoy coffee, liqueurs,
like
after dinner drinks to go with your dessert or after your meal.
This is an adult dessert, basically.
Yeah.
It's on the sweet side for sure.
Sweeter, but a hint of coffee. You got the nice liqueurs in there. It's a warm drink too, by the way.
It's warm, yeah.
So it's warm. So it's not cold. It's not a frozen drink. It's a hot coffee liqueur drink. They're amazing.
All the drinks have been fantastic.
Yeah. Wonderful. All right, Henry is having. This is the kids' dessert. They have the kids' toffee ice cream. Oh my goodness.
That was the ear.
And they have little Mickey ears made out of chocolate on here. It's got a toffee coating with ice cream. It's kind of like a cake pop with ice cream. How is that, buddy? Is it good? Got the,
So good.
the Mickey ears. Oh, Emma's over here chowing down too.
Go ahead, honey.
She had to go. They have to go for the Mickey ears first.
Try to just pick it up and put it
How is it? Oh, you ate the ears too. You ate Mickey's ears.
She's going for it.
Okay, let's see what Emma thinks. Oh, how is that? Wow. So it's like a, it's like an ice cream bowl kind of, right?
That is delicious. 0
Good.
to 5 would probably be higher than 5.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, let's see what Henry thinks. Oh, he's getting in there too.
You want to try a bite?
Wow.
Take a bite out of it.
This is the Harvest Apple Crumble Cake. And so this is comes with a spiced caramel sauce, as well as salted caramel ice cream on top. And it's got a little sprig of mint. And so we've got a salted caramel ice cream. It smells really good. I can smell the cinnamon and the caramel and the apple. So stick in here and have a bite. Oh, it's really, really soft. Oh man. Oh, that is excellent. So it's really, you get that warm apple cinnamon flavor. Nice crispy crumble on top. Kind of gives you that apple pie crisp crumble kind of a feel. I'm gonna get some of the cinnamon ice cream, cinnamon caramel ice cream. That is really good. That is delicious. Now tastes very fall, very apple cinnamon. Nice dessert. Really enjoy this. No, I love that it's warm. The ice cream is melting like crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's warm, but it's delicious. Yeah, you have to have them together. Oh, that's great. Oh, definitely recommend this dessert. She said they're both very popular desserts, but said this one is a favorite. So I can see why. It's delicious. Very, very good. Hey guys, we just wanted to give you a quick recap of our dinner at Carthay Circle. What did you think, Dave? What was your overall impression?
Well, it's kind of, that's not an easy answer.
Yeah.
Service-wise was top-notch. It's
Yeah.
the signature restaurant in Disneyland or California Adventure, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's 5-star service. The servers are all very
Yeah.
knowledgeable. They, even coming into the restaurant is this whole experience where they explain to you the history. They stop and show you some of the
Oh, that was amazing.
pictures. It's amazing.
Yeah, some pictures that you can't find really anywhere else. You only left the pictures that they had left of the original Carthay Circle, and some of the amazing pictures of Walt and his family, and some old kind of Hollywood pictures from his first Oscar. So that was, I guess, his honorary Oscar, I guess you could say, for animated film for Snow White, which is what the kind of the whole reason behind Carthay Circle.
The ambience of the restaurant, the history that it ties into it. I love all that. That was the biggest reason. Yeah.
We loved walking around the restaurant, just looking at all of the pictures, just really soaking it in. They said that they found the original blueprints of the Carthay and made a replica of it, which I thought was really, really neat. That they went to that level of detail, and it was just absolutely gorgeous inside. Signature restaurant to a T. Beautiful decor, like Dave said, amazing. The cast members were fantastic, amazing service, so attentive. Wanted to make sure that your meal and your experience was perfect, exactly what you hoped for. So that, no complaints, that was amazing. I think we had gone in, this is again our first time dining here, and we had set the bar pretty high because we knew that this was a signature dining location. And I would just say, with our expectations set so high, the food quality didn't quite meet the standard for us. And that was the only bummer for us anyway, because I think because we had such high expectations, the food quality fell a little bit short. So that was the only bummer for us. Not that the food was. The drinks, oh my goodness, the cocktails were excellent. The dessert was fantastic. One of the best desserts that we've had here at Disneyland for a meal like
especially
this.
Which you don't see on the menu. She recommend they have a special kids dessert.
Yeah.
Which is kind of one of the things that I'll get into that. We knew coming in that it wasn't really the best place for kids.
I would say unless your kids are very well behaved and they can sit through a long meal, because it is a signature dining experience. Your meal is going to take a while. And
the kids options. I mean, they have a kids menu, sure, but the kids menu is just not
very few options for kids.
Yeah, there's not just the regular traditional kids options really.
Say for those of you that have little ones and are thinking about going to Carthay Circle, if your kids have a hard time sitting through a long meal, or if they're pickier eaters, like our son Henry, he's a pretty picky eater. And honestly, I mean, they had a cheese quesadilla on the menu, and that was the closest thing we thought that he might eat. He took a bite of it, and he's like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
so he ended up eating
fancier kind of cheese.
He ended up eating the bread, the rolls that we had for the bread service, and he ended up eating the fruit. So, I mean, that's just a note for all those parents out there who are thinking about taking your kids here. Just a note for any pickier eaters. It's going to be a harder one for that, for sure.
Yeah.
If you've got kids that have good, more experienced palates, they like a lot of different kinds of food, you might be fine. Like Emma, our daughter, she did great, but she has a more sophisticated palate. She likes trying lots of different kinds of food. So it just depends on your kids. So I wouldn't say don't take your kids here. It just depends on your kids and their preferences and how they're willing to kind of sit through a long meal like that. That would be my only thing. But yeah, I just wanted to say the cocktails were fantastic. Definitely recommend going here, enjoying the lounge, even getting a reservation and just coming here for cocktails, and maybe after dinner drinks and dessert. That would be
my
fantastic.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah. We ordered a couple of the I know the pork chop is one of their signature items. And did you want to talk about your pork chop?
Yeah. It was not that it was bad, but it was like it's a very expensive pork chop, and I've had much better. It was just wasn't that great a pork chop. It was a little. My first cut was like, this is really hard to cut, and it was because it was really dry on the outside. The inside was a little juicier, but still not the kind of flavor, not the kind of what I would expect from a top-notch signature restaurant.
Right. I think you hoped that there was going to be more sauce, something to soak it in, and there wasn't a whole lot of sauce.
More flavor and a lot juicier and just everything.
Yeah. I know for my fish, unfortunately, I think I might have. I don't know if it was the cut of the fish, or if the fish was maybe not the freshest. I wouldn't say that it wasn't the freshest because I think that they do serve good food here. But it was a little bit fishy to me, and
I tried it too, and the only reason to me that a fish would be fishy is because of the freshness. So
yeah, so I just that was the fish special of the day. It was the red snapper, and I've had red snapper before. We love seafood, and so I would say that we're pretty experienced. We're pretty experienced with lots of different kinds of seafood, and it didn't hit the bar for me,
you could tell right when they brought it out. There was this fishy smell to it that carried through the taste.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it had a good layer of fat, and the skin that they had seared on top. Unfortunately, that just really carried through the fish, and red snapper doesn't have a lot of flavor with the fish. It's a very light fish, and so it really needs to soak in the flavors around it. I think they did an excellent job with the bean puree, with the coconuts and the avocado puree. That was excellent. That was very delicious. Unfortunately, it was the cut of the fish that didn't really hit the bar for me. So, but otherwise, our dessert. Okay, can we talk about that dessert though? Oh my goodness, that apple crumble tart thing that we had at the end was so good. Yeah. Definitely recommend that. That caramel cinnamon ice cream that was on top and just melting through the hot apple pie crumble crisp.
It was just about perfect, especially for the fall. It was great.
Yeah, that was a perfect.
And what they do for
dessert.
The kids, it's like a cake pop style, but it's ice cream.
Yeah.
With just this little like candy shell.
It's like a miniature like ice cream bar. It's in a circle like a cake pop with little Mickey ears on it. It's so adorable.
Yeah, I would have been perfectly happy with that. I mean, and I did have some because
we ended up finishing the kids because they were
Emma was like, I'm full. I'm like, okay, I'll eat it.
They were this big, and so the kids couldn't finish theirs, so we ended up finishing their little cake pops for them. But they were really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely if you're thinking about going to Carthay Circle, you're not sure about the price tag, definitely come here for drinks and maybe after dinner dessert. Definitely recommend that. Based on our experience, I can't really recommend the dinner. Hopefully they'll hit it good on another night. We'll have to come back and try it again another night because we have heard really good reviews of this place. So I'm guessing we just caught them. We just, it's unfortunate that we caught a couple bad, menu items tonight. But we'll definitely come back and hopefully and try it again.
And try some of the other items.
And we had a wonderful experience otherwise. Our cast members, wanted to give a big shout out to them. Their cast members were amazing, fantastic, so attentive, really taking care of their guests. So otherwise, no complaints. And it really wasn't that we had a bad food experience, just that it didn't hit the bar like based on our expectations. We were coming in with high expectations, and that's always a bummer when it doesn't quite meet the level of expectation that you're coming in with. So yeah. So those were our takeaways. I hope you guys enjoyed this dining review. We enjoyed making this for you. We want to promise that we'll always give you our honest review for when we were trying places because we know it's an investment for you as you're kind of researching for your trips. You're trying to see what places you want to go to with you and your family and try. And so we wanted to share that with you based on our experience. We hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them to us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. That helps us out a lot. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
All right.